after you have mastered the art of herringbone in its flat form, the very next thing you're going to be dying to do is create tubular herringbone. And I know that I say that everything's my favorite, but I really love tubular herringbone. It's one of my favorites. I get kind of embarrassed that I say everything's my favorite, but I love it all. So let me show you how you would take what you've been doing in flat and turn it into something that's tubular. Here with the beads, what I've done is I created a piece of ladder stitch, and I decided that I want my tube to be 6 stitches around. So I have 6 sets of these ladder stitched beads together. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this like a taco, and I'm just going to circle around these to connect the 2 ends together. So up and then down, and then because I like to work on the side opposite my tail, I'm going to go back up again. So now my tail's coming out down here and my working thread's coming out up here. So the actual stitch itself is exactly what you've been doing. So picking up 2 beads, pass down 1, pass up 1. Here's one little thing. This thread, when you go to pass up 1, sometimes it wants to get hooked on the previous set of beads. And so just keep your eye out for that, because you want to make sure that your thread doesn't get hooked. So make sure that it sucks up into that intersection right there. Picking up 2, down 1, and up 1. Your last stitch of the round is going to be what's a little bit different, because what you're going to have to do is a step up. So first we're going to create our stitch like normal, 2 beads, down 1. But here you can see that this is where I started the round, because these beads here were the first set of stitches that I added. So this time, to make my thread sit straight across that intersection, what we need to do is go up through 2 beads instead of 1. So you'll only do that step up at the end of every round. So normally it's down 1, up 1, with the exception of your last set of beads. It's down 1, up 2. So let's do that round again. So you're picking up 2, pass down 1, pass up 1. Pick up 2. Oop, that's a really skinny bead. We're going to get rid of him. Go down 1 and up 1. And then this is my last stitch of the round, so I'm picking up 2, still just going down 1. Whoop. But then to keep my thread going straight across this intersection, I'm going to have to go up 2. The other thing that I want to show you is, see how this kind of creates these little towers. And they look like they're not connected, and that's normal because we connect a herringbone stitch at the bottom of the stitch. So don't let this confuse you when you start seeing these little columns that are sitting out. Because just the way you would do with a flat herringbone is at the end of making the length that you want, you're going to bring it back together by circle stitching around to mirror the stitches on the opposite side. So that's how you'll bring the columns back together. So here I would just, without adding any beads, I'd come up and then back down on this other side to attach these together. And then I would work my way over to the next intersection where they're not attached, and then just circle around them to attach them again. And that's how you ended off on the opposite side when you're working on a tubular herringbone. And then you would go ahead and do the same thing and attach these last set together, at which point you can either end off your thread or you could attach your clasp at the end here. You know, you can play with different colors in each of your columns. You can play with different sizes in those columns, and you can do all sorts of interesting color patterns with your beads. Maybe you want to throw in a random accent color. My mother has done that several times before in some of her pieces, where she'll have a main body color and then throw in little accent colors just randomly throughout, so it almost looks like a confetti kind of thing. I know you're going to have a good time with it, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you're getting all of the videos, and if you like the video, if you find the information useful, hit that little like button down there. It helps other people find the channel too. Thanks.